I love him like a son.
I think it's the most despicable thing you could do to one of the most decent and kind men I've ever met in my life.
I slept on one side of the bed, he slept on the other.
Micah, show a smile, please!
It is time for me to acknowledge my need for treatment in order to regain my health.
I love my brother, but it's wrong. But I cannot, and I will not, be a silent collaborator of his crimes against small, innocent children.
It makes me feel really sad that my own daughter's out there trying to send her brother down the river because she got some money-hungry Mongol husband out there and herself just trying to make money off of his downfall.
Mr. Jackson is back.
This is a 13-year-old kid.
I ask all of you to wait and hear the truth before you label or condemn me. Don't treat me like a criminal, because I am innocent.
Imagine a wonder drug that...
Welcome back to the Year in Rock 93.
It's been a hell of a year for Michael Jackson. Started out with the new Open Michael and ended up in quite a different way.
I don't read all the things written about me. I wasn't aware that the world thought I was so weird and bizarre. But when you grow up, as I did, in front of 100 million people since the age of 5, you're automatically different.
Michael Jackson started the year with a personal appearance campaign to alter his public image as an eccentric and troubled recluse. A campaign that collapsed in August when a 13-year-old boy filed sexual battery charges against him.
We are conducting a criminal investigation at this point.
Jackson's response to the lawsuit was that his accuser's father had attempted to extort $20 million from him. The singer stayed abroad, continuing his world tour while police searched his Los Angeles homes. Some of his preteen friends came to his defense, although they too noted they had shared beds with Jackson. Drama queen Elizabeth Taylor rushed to the singer's side, and his family pledged their support from afar. As the scandal deepened, the star himself had less and less to say.
Mr. Jackson, do you have anything to say about the allegations? Mr. Jackson, do you want to say anything to your fans?
Jackson's world tour grew increasingly strange. There were problems almost everywhere, and in South America, Jackson was photographed with 2 young boys who were traveling with him and holding up a copy of the magazine called Child.
Tell me, what will I do?
Finally, with a concert date looming in Puerto Rico, on U.S. territory, Jackson suddenly canceled the rest of his world tour, claiming he'd become addicted to painkillers prescribed after scalp surgery for an accident that had occurred a decade earlier.
My friends and doctors advised me to seek professional guidance immediately in order to eliminate what has become an addiction.
With his tour canceled and his multi-million-dollar promotional deal with Pepsi-Cola at an end, Jackson flew from Mexico to Europe, pointedly avoiding any touchdown on U.S. soil, and disappeared for 2 weeks before finally turning up in a London rehab clinic. Back in L.A., his lawyers denied that he was avoiding any return to the U.S. for fear of legal action.
The fact that Puerto Rico was U.S. territory had nothing to do with the decision to cancel the balance of his tour. He could easily have just canceled Puerto Rico if that's what he wanted.
Whatever Jackson may have wanted, it certainly wasn't the tabloid circus that his case quickly became. L.A. police declined to comment on reports that they were prepared to strip search the star to confirm his 13-year-old accuser's description of distinctive genital markings. And 5 former Jackson bodyguards filed suit against the singer, claiming they'd been let go because they knew too much about his activities with young boys. And a judge finally ordered the civil case to go to trial on March 21st. Then, just when things couldn't get more bizarre, Jackson's sister LaToya made a startling announcement.
Michael is my brother. I love him a great deal, but I cannot, and I will not, be a silent collaborator of his crimes against small, innocent children.
And it makes me feel really sad that my own daughter's out there trying to send her brother down the river because she got some money-hungry Mongol husband out there and herself just trying to make money off of his downfall.
Michael Jackson then very quietly slipped back into the United States and on December 22nd spoke publicly for the first time and described in graphic detail the police body search he underwent.
It was a nightmare, a horrifying nightmare. But if this is what I have to endure to prove my innocence, my complete innocence, so be it. There have been many disgusting statements made recently concerning allegations of improper conduct on my part. These statements about me are totally false. I am totally innocent of any wrongdoing, and I know these terrible allegations will all be proven false.
Who knew Michael Jackson would have this kind of year?